I wasn't even supposed to be working yesterday, but I ended up taking my coworker's shift, going at 1. Didn't really want to be there. It's a Saturday, still working. We're shorthanded. Um, I work with this one other guy, and he's 16. He just turned 16, and he's good at his job. He just doesn't really care about it, just like Dunkin' Donuts. So I got to tell him to do everything, and sometimes I got to like micromanage, but that day he was like catching on and just doing it and just basically like being a good coworker. And I'm the team shift leader at that point because the manager had left, and it's like 3 o'clock and it's pretty slow. There's like two couples inside. This one guy who works at First Watch right next to us and comes over and he sits on his break in there and gets a coffee, hangs out. So we are not having people through the window, and I'm sitting in the office. And then Yadir, my coworker, he makes the drink for the customer.
The 16-year-old?
Yeah, he makes the drink for the customer. And then that guy, after he has had his whole drink made, he's like, I want that shit remade. You didn't make it, or I didn't see you make it. I want to see you make it. Bring all the stuff over here. Like he wanted us to bring all the ingredients to make a
In the
medium
window?
iced caramel craze, which is not an easy drink. Like there's a lot of stuff in that. And he wanted us to like set it up in front of him because he thinks we're gonna like lace him or drug him or something.
What?
And I was like, sir, we can't do that. My manager would not allow that because you're just wasting our products. And he's like, I don't care. I paid for it. And then he's like going on and on. This dude's like 24, skinny, tattoos, dreads, light skin. He like someone you'd not expect to be acting like this. But he's like, I don't care. I paid for it. I want to see you make it. So then Yadir is like, all right, bro. All right, I'll remake it for you. And I was just like, whoa. Whatever. This guy comes all the time and acts like this every time.
Weird.
One time he came in and it was me and Yadir working and I made his food with gloves on and then I made my food and I took the gloves off to eat my food and his food was sitting right there, but he was standing there watching, just not like being weird, just watching. And um I was eating my stuff. He's like, I want my food remade. You didn't wear gloves. I'm like, sir, I already made your food. It's over here. And he's like, no, I want it remade. So I remade his food that day. And then
Wow.
he comes, or after that, he gets his drink, he leaves, and he just mean mugs me all the way out. I'm get a car, and I'm just taking the order, and I'm just kind of looking at him like, "Oh, don't come back here." And then he pulls out, and that car leaves after I serve them, and I'm just sitting at, like, imagine this is the counter, this is the window. And I'm just sitting right here, like, looking at him about to pull off into traffic, and I'm just like staring at
sad.
him, just like shaking my head, like, don't come back here. And he rolls his window down. And he's like, you looking at me, bitch? And he like screams at me through the parking lot. And I was like, don't come back to this Dunkin' again. There's plenty other Dunkins to go to. Don't come back to this one. And I'm yelling at him. And he throws it into reverse and comes flying up. And I'm like backing up from the window because I don't know if I'm about to get shot. I don't know what's about to happen. The window's still open. I'm thinking he's about to come up and either yell or I
Yeah.
don't know. But the drink that we just had made him, he pulls up. I see him roll down the window, grab it, and I try to come up and close the window. But when I closed it, he had already thrown it and it got caught in the window, bust on me, covered in a latte now. Now I'm just like, what the hell? And it's all over our window. So I open it and he speeds off and I'm like, haha, and I do the flight face, which is like a meme, and I'm like I do this out the window, like, haha, so funny. He puts his car in park right in the drive-thru,
Weird.
jumps out, and he runs aside, yanks the door open. He's like, "What's up? What's up? Let's bust about it. Let's bust about it." And he's like trying to fight. I'm like, "Let's go. Come back here. Let's go. Get out of my store. You're not gonna do anything. You're not gonna do anything." And Yadir's right there. So Yadir's like built, black kid. He's strong, and I was not worried about this guy. He's like this tall and a little twig. And I'm like, you're not gonna come back here and catch a charge, bro. You're not gonna do that. And then he's just like screaming and I'm screaming. I'm losing my voice. The customers are just
I was
like,
like, what are the customers
the
doing?
customers are just like staring. And then a car pulls
Good for
up
you.
and I'm like, I gotta take this order. Get the F
Yeah.
out of my store. And then He goes and sits in his car. I take the order, the guy pulls up,
What a
and then he
psycho.
pulls around, and I'm serving the car. I'm taking the card. I'm talking to the guy, and he's like, "What just happened here?" There's just a single black guy in the
Yeah.
car, and he's like, "What just happened here, man?" I'm like, "You see that guy right here? He's just sitting on the other side of that car, staring at me." And I'm like, "You see that guy right there? He has some issue with me. I don't know." And he's like, that guy rolls down his window. He's like, "You talking about me, B? You talking about me?" He jumps out of his car, runs up in between this customer, and he tries punching me through the window. And I like step back, and I'm like, "Bro, you're not gonna do anything. You really about to catch a charge? I have cameras everywhere. Come in here. Come in here. You were inside, and you didn't do anything. You're just a." And I just went off, and I was screaming.
Did he
I was, like,
actually hit
shaking.
you?
No, he tried.
Oh.
But I was so
You
mad.
shouldn't go to work today. He's probably waiting for you.
I was so mad. And then he goes, gets in his car. The dude in the car is like, "Dude, get out of here. Get out of here. Grown ass man, get out of here." And
Trash.
goes, speeds out of here. And his nice car. Like, he seems like a well put together guy, and he's acting like this. And then he
Crazy.
speeds out of here. And the dude is like, "Damn, man, you've had a rough day." And he just gives me $10 cash. And then I'm like, "No, man, you're good, you're good." I'm like losing my voice. I can't talk, and your ear isn't good between the window. So I'm just like shaking. I'm like so mad. I'm covered in coffee. I'm all sticky. The whole area is all sticky.
Is there a weapon there to defend yourself? No.
No.
Like if this stuff, I feel like he might go. I
I
don't
have a
know.
knife on me, but
That wouldn't happen in a gunfight.
Duncan supplies a gun or something? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm really worried about you. Are you worried to go to work today?
no.
So he leaves and he never came back. Maybe that
So
intimidated
then
him.
I had to. The guy at the window was like, "Damn, bro, you were really about to beat that guy's ass." He was like, I was like hanging out the window, like, "Get out of here!" Like once I saw that he didn't have any weapons, I was like, "You're just disturbing my peace. You're disturbing our whole store. What the hell is wrong with you? You need to see your drink, man. You think we're gonna drug you or some shit? Go to something different, Duncan."
I want to bring all the ingredients. Isn't it a blender?
No, but it's a latte, so you get the cup in the
Yeah.
back, you put all the flavors, and then you put it under the espresso machine.
I don't think it would be a bad idea to have a restraining order put on that guy. But he can't come to that restaurant. But something to talk to your boss about. End of story.
All the people inside were like just staring at me like crazy. I was like apologizing to all them, and I had to go to the bathroom for like 10 minutes just to calm down.
They probably felt so bad for you. Crazy.
Wrong.